face.
Hello guys, Nicola here, and welcome to actually a proper video for once. Now, first of all, I know this is not on any of the proper day that I upload. That's because, of course, as you know, I was playing on Kyle's server. So, today though, we are doing a mod showcase for a mod I have been working on. And at first I had it called More Ingots, but I'm actually changing the name to Canyon 39, which is based off of the mod pack for the server I am making this for. So, right away we're going to get right started off with this. So the first thing I'm going to be showing is a couple items that I actually added originally, but they don't actually do anything. So the first two items are the woodworking table and the stoneworking table. So if you place them down, as you can see, they look very similar to crafting tables. But at the moment, they don't really do anything. I may add that in a future update. But the idea was that the woodworking table was an item that you could use to make planks out of logs more efficiently, and it didn't really have a purpose for this yet. So that's just start off. So like two hidden, I could call them hidden blocks, but there is a way to get them in survival mode. So next is this, which is polished quartz ore, and there's a lot of theme with polished things, even though things don't necessarily look polished in this mod. And the idea with the polished quartz ore is that basically, if you go and mine, normally in the overworld, you cannot find quartz. But with this mod, you can find quartz in the overworld. And if I go in survival, and, well, if I get myself a pickaxe here, I'll get the pickaxe from the mod, and I go into survival, you'll see that it gives you more quartz than the normal quartz does. And at this point, it does not give experience, which kind of makes it more balanced. But as you can see, I've already gotten 40 quartz from that, which is pretty good because it would take quite a lot longer time to get that in the nether. So I got 40 from breaking just a few blocks. On the other hand, if I get nether quartz, then you'll see the difference. So for one nether quartz, you get, oh whoops, I'm creative. So if I get one of these and break it, you'll see I get only 1 quartz. And the difference with the quartz I added is that it gives you 4, which is enough to make an entire block of it. So, next, we have here is what I called the red boomer, and it's kind of broken. It's like an item that if you just want to make something explosive or fun, you can make it. All you need to make this is just 5 dirt. 5 dirt, and I will get a crafting table to show you how to make it. So, if I get a crafting table real quick, here, let's grab one of these, and let's get some dirt. Let's grab a whole stack of it. So, how to make the red boomer is like this. So, you get a crafting table, and then you go in that shape, and it gives you 5 red boomers. Kind of broken, but it was made. I made it to be that way on purpose. There's some items in this mod that are balanced and meant to be balanced. This is not one of them. If you place this down, it'll emit some particle effects, and if you right-click it, that happens. So it's basically a really, really powerful TNT. And, yeah, so it's not that hard to make. But I just added that for fun. So, next, what we have here is, so that was the red boomer, and now we're on to this, which is what I actually originally added in this mod. So, what we have here is the polished wood block, the wood ingot, and the polished wood nugget. Now, the polished wood nugget serves no purpose, but these two things do. I'll get to the polished wood block in a minute. But how to craft, how to craft the polished wood ingots is kind of weird, because also I know stone ingots and wood ingots makes no sense. That's why I made this mod. I wanted to add those types of ingots into the game, just for fun. But, while we're here, I'm going to grab all the materials you need to craft these ingots. So, how to craft the wood ingots. All I need to do is go on a crafting table and put wood in a pattern just like this. So you get logs like that, and this doesn't just mean oak, it can be any logs and any planks. So I actually put it in the wrong way. So it's like that. So planks like that, logs like that, and then you get wood ingots, and it gives you an achievement. So once you get these wood ingots, of course, you can craft the woodworking table like that, which is useless, or the stoneworking table, which of course is also useless, but that's made out of the stone ingots. To make the stone ingots, it's the same thing, but just with cobblestone and normal stone. And with this one, it gives you slightly less because it is easier to make. So, or actually no, I guess not. That must be a bug because it's supposed to give you a different amount for both, but that doesn't matter too much. So next, so of course that, and to make the nuggets and the blocks, it's just like any normal item with when it comes to ingots. It's just like that, and to get nuggets like that. So again, that's also a bug. Okay, that works with that, but with the wood ingots, it's gives you only one, which is not meant to happen. But again, I didn't make this by coding in Eclipse. I made it in a program called mCreator, which, while you can do most things that you can do by coding, you can't do some things, and some things don't work out properly. Next is a super shooter, which is made by getting a bow and crafting it with 2 fire in a crafting table. Now, to explain that, because of course you can't normally get fire in vanilla Minecraft. How you get fire in this is you put blaze powder crafting table. 1 blaze powder gives you 16 fire. So now I have a lot of fire. So if I get a bow, of course, then, and I will get some other items as well later to show what else can be crafted with fire, because fire is something that you need for some stuff in this mod. So if I get a bow and go like that, and then I go like this, I mean not that, I get a normal bow, it gives you a super shooter. So, of course, the super shooter is an extremely powerful weapon. To give an example, I'm going to summon a wither boss, and you'll see what I mean. So, where is it? Oh, what? Is that out? Okay, that's weird. Hold on. Maybe, oh, okay, there. Alright, let's summon the wither boss. So, see this wither boss? Dead. So anything you look at, no matter how far away it is, it'll be pinpoint accurate, and it will kill it in 1 hit. Again, this is one of those items that is not balanced at all, but is useful in certain situations. Now this is called the Candy Summoner, and for this, I'm actually not going to use it right now. Instead, I will save that for a later part of this, because it is very destructive, and I do not want to destroy everything at this moment. So I'm just going to put all this stuff away. Alright, so we're going to leave the Candy Summoner alone for now. Next we have here is all the tools and armors. So the swords, I actually probably going to update the textures later. All these are crafted just like normal armor sets with the ingots and the tool sets. Everything's the same. And to show how good the armor is, if I put this on, you will see that, here, let me go into survival. So the stone armor here is slightly worse than diamond, and the wood armor is a little bit worse than that. 1.5 armor bars worse than that. Actually, no, 2 armor bars worse than that. Alright, so that's that. All these are these are all just like, there's nothing special about them. They're just another way to get tools. And so in here we have some polished flint and steel, which is made using a stone ingot and a flint, and magic flint, which is made using 1 flint and 2 fire. And that's all the mobs in that chest. So what these are good for is something very interesting. So first, I'll show you this. So in this mod, there are 2 dimensions, and to get to them, you make a normal portal just like you would. So you have to make a portal out of, for the one using the magic flint, you have to make one out of the polished wood blocks. So this is what I was talking about when saying that these ones actually have a use. The blocks have a use, even though the nuggets don't. So if you get the magic flint and light the portal, you get this. And of course, if you go through the portal, it will take you to this dimension, which is a completely empty dimension, except it will have platforms with a little bit of grass and some quartz all over the place. So I basically just created this dimension so for creating structures. So if you ever want to just come to an empty space to build things, this is the place to go to. So next is the other dimension, which I will need to have the super shooter for, because it's a little bit more dangerous. And one really strange thing is that zombie pigmen come through the portal. No idea why that happens, but as far as I know, there's nothing I can do about that for the time being, and I think it's kind of cool. You can make a zombie pigman farm with that or something like that. So let's go into this portal. Alright, and now we are in, so I'm going to create it, and we are in this dimension. So the portal does spawn you in random locations, so a lot of the time you're going to have to look around a bit to see where you need to go. So of course the better quartz ore spawns in this dimension as well, instead of the nether quartz, as like a nether style terrain generation. And if you look around, let me make sure we're still on, okay we are, but I'm going to make it on hard just in case, to make sure lots of mobs spawn in. And nether fortresses do spawn in this dimension, and again there's nothing I can do about that to keep it like another like terrain generation. And it does use a custom biome though, so only specific mobs spawn in it. But the weird thing is that no mobs are spawning in the moment, which I will show all the mobs in the later part of this review. So, a couple other things added with this mod are a couple commands. So, if you type /nether, it'll actually create a nether portal for you. And of course, and to say that, it does take you to the nether, but at the same time it creates a nether portal, and since you haven't gone through yet, it doesn't do the thing where it doesn't put you through the nether portal, so this happens. So now we're back in the overworld, and you can do the same thing, /end takes you to the end. Actually, I'm pretty sure /end island, yeah it is. And /overworld takes you to the overworld, but that's kind of buggy, so I would not advise that. And typing /nuke creates a massive explosion. Alright, so I'm gonna kill /kills so I can get back to spawn point, and you can obviously tell where the spawn point is because of the explosion. Alright, now that we are back at spawn, I'm going to show you guys the mobs. And one other thing, before I show the mobs, is the candy summoner, which I had before. So I'm going to get that right now from here. So the candy summoner is made using one candy, which drops from the candy cube, which I'm going to get a super shooter so I can kill the mobs. So where's the candy cube? So here's the candy cube, and if you get the candy cube, it's like that. It's a little thing that flies around, spawns a lot, so it shouldn't be that hard to find if you get this mod. And it drops candy, which is also food you can eat, mini candy. And if you eat this, it'll give you 3 hunger bars and swiftness for a few seconds. And then there's also another food I added, which is called the warp gummy, and it regenerates about 6 hearts, fills your hunger up all the way, and is crafted using sugar, wheat, and an ender pearl, as you can tell by the texture. So, let us summon in the mobs. So, this is a red kohler, obviously based off of my skin. By the way, on the subject of that, the reason I'm a Steve is because this is a test client running in the mod. So, the red kohler is a boss that's quite a bit of health, and when you kill it, actually, there we go, it drops diamonds and occasionally gold. That is it. And so that's it for the red kohler. It is actually, I'll show this, and this is definitely going to kill me, just so you know. But I'm going to go into survival, and you'll see this mob is insanely fast. Ready? Boom. So this is the sort of thing that the super shooter is needed for. It is insanely fast. Like, there's no escaping from that thing. So, yeah, and as you can see, it kills you in one hit. So, is my stuff still here? Yes, it is. Good. So let's grab back all our spawn eggs and such, and then get back to it. So, next on the list is the Kohler 3, which of course is just my normal self, and it has 15 hearts, and if you kill it, it drops an apple, and occasionally I think it is one of the ingots. And here's the Kohler 2, which is my old Minecraft skin, and it drops the stone ingots when you kill it. Next is a Zombent. It's just a zombie that I made to go spawn in the end. So if you don't have any other end modification mods, it'll just add a little bit more to your end. And the last mob I added, other than this thing, which is what this summons, is the Nether Creeper, which is just, again, a normal creeper that spawns in the Nether. Only thing is, of course, these two mobs would never interact with each other since they're from completely different dimensions. But if another creeper sees a Zombent, it explodes. So, the last thing I added with this mod is this. This is the Candy Summoner. And this is a very dangerous thing. Now, think the candy cubes. So, the candy cubes are like that. You know, they're completely harmless little things that fly around and drop candy when you kill them. But this is a lot different. And this is infinite uses, by the way. So if you right click with this thing, it'll summon those. And when they hit the ground, that happens. So it's kind of a way to do quite a bit of devastation to the terrain. Like here, I'm gonna go like this, and watch what happens. Absolute destruction. Look at this. It's insane. Like, the game can't keep up with it. Look at it. It's still going way in the distance. It shouldn't even do that. See, like, the explosion effect seems to, like, duplicate itself. It's very weird. And now I'm, like, stuck for some reason. But, yeah, so that's basically it for this mod. I'll put a download link for this in the description once I get it uploaded to Mediafire. So, that's about it for the Canyon 39 mod. And anyways, I'm the Kohler, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye. Guys, Kohler here, and for today's video, well, this isn't really much of a proper video, and I'm sorry I missed last week's videos as well, but what you're seeing right here is why every hour